Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today it's a wet, dreary day outside, and I've actually got my lights on because it's so dark. It's already raining, but it's about to really storm. So I'm in my kitchen today and I can't get out in the garden, which I desperately need to finish that up. But I have to get my freezer somewhat cleared out. I was going to order a half of a beef cow. That's what you say. But I don't have enough room. I've been trying to get my freezer down, and hence this project that I've been trying to do for ages. And I only have room for about a quarter of a cow, and even that's a stretch. So today I'm getting my leaf lard out that I got from my farmer's market a while ago, and I need to process it. So I just took it out of the freezer, so it's rock hard. I'm gonna let it thaw a little bit, chop it up, and I'm going to be using my new grinder that I got for my birthday present this year. And hopefully that goes well. Cross my fingers that it does, because yeah, if not, I guess I'll just chop it up like I've done in the past. But I found when I do that, I don't chop it up small enough, and then I have a lot of cracklings and stuff left over. I mean, that's nice if that's what you want to go for, but that's not really what I'm going for. And these pieces that, as you can see, have blood and stuff on them, or pieces of meat, I'm going to cut that off, and I'm not going to throw it away. That's going to become mix it in with like dog food, or if I have big pieces or pieces that have meat on it and I can't get it all off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just use that for like frying up veggies and meats and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I am going to let it thaw out. There's about 15 pounds here. They're about 2.5 pounds each package, and I have about 6 packages, and yeah, they're about 2.5 pounds, some a little bit more, some a little bit less, but right around 2.5 pounds per package. Okay, so this is my setup. I'm going to cut I have my cutting board here. I'm going to cut my meat up here. Lard, leaf lard at that. Leaf lard here. I have my mixer with the grinder attached, and I'm going to be putting it right into the cast iron skillet that I am going to be rendering it down in, and it has a little bit of water in the bottom, and yes, I did scratch it. Yeah, that's sad. Yep, when I made soup the other night, I scratched it with my stainless steel whisk, not thinking. And I do have a silicone one that I bought, small one, but obviously I need a big one, and yeah, that's really sad. But moving on. Yep, so this is my setup, my KitchenAid and my cutting board. There's no room to film, so I'm just gonna put a couple of clips here and there of what I'm doing, because pretty much this is taking up my whole counter space. So the meat, why do I keep saying meat? The lard. The lard is still a little bit frozen, which is good because it's cutting easily. And as you can see, I'm trying to cut in this sort of something that will fit in the hopper, the hole, whatever it is. And I'm just going along and cutting everything out. Okay, so here is my pot. It is pretty much full. I'm going to start rendering this down, and this is only 2 packages in here. I have 4 more to go. Yeah, this is going to be a long process. Okay, so one thing I did notice, probably towards the end, like maybe the last 4 pieces or so, I don't know if you can see that right there. I started to wipe it off, but I started to notice some black coming out, more like gray, not black, but anyway, coming out in specks. Can you see that in the center there? And it was just from that middle portion right there. And I wiped it. What did I do with the napkin? I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if it's some kind of oil or something. Of course, I washed everything before I used it. Yes, I did, because it was new out of the package. I don't do that. Just using things right out of the package. And I didn't notice any oil or anything else on the actual pieces. So I don't know if it's coming from my KitchenAid maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm not liking that at all. So I'm going to clean it out again, and if it starts happening again, I'm just going to cut stuff up with a knife, because I don't know what that is. It's probably, I want to hope maybe some food safe oil, but if it's not, yuck. But just the last couple of pieces that I ran through, I noticed that that was coming out. So yeah, nothing else previous to that. So I'm wondering, like, maybe if it's just some oil or something from the KitchenAid. Okay, so we took it apart, took all the pieces apart, and the only place we see this graying sort of tainted lard is right there where it is in the front. You can see a little bit in focus on the back side of that. It's a little darker. And right here on the tip where I wiped it off. That's the only place. I actually looked in there. There's none in there. That's all white. So it's not coming from there. So what we believe is happening is just the friction from metal on metal. And those are metal shavings. Yeah. Yum. So what I'm going to do is cut up the rest of it. And yeah, I don't know about this. It's well past the time I got it. Because it's now September and I got this in July. So there's no returning that. Yeah, so if anybody knows how to fix that issue, maybe there's a washer we can put in between. I don't know. But anyway, if you have any ideas on how we can stop that from happening. I mean, if I was grinding meat or something, I would have never noticed that because it would have been dark. Yeah, and it would have just blended all in. Because this lard is white, that's how I noticed it. So yeah, I don't know what to do about that. But I know I'm going to be cutting up the rest of my lard and getting it into my pot. So the first batch of the ground lard is melting down, and I'm putting the next couple of batches in. And as you can see, I am chopping it up. Yeah, it's a sad day because I specifically bought the grinder for this project, not knowing. So I will continue with the other 4 packages of leaf lard that I have, and hopefully most of it will fit into this pot. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, and I'm getting it on really low so it doesn't burn, and that little bit of water at the bottom helps. Okay, so I've gotten 4 packages in the pot, and it was, I hope I can fit the other 2 in here because I dipped out 3 pipes, and these are going to go in the fridge. I'm not going to process these, and hopefully this will hold the other 2 so I can get everything in so it comes out pretty much at one time, so I can process it. I am going to process it in the pressure canner, and I just use my cheesecloth with a measuring cup because it's easier to pour that way. So that's how I strained it, and I'm going to put the other 2 packages in here now. So I've got all the packages in the pot now, and as you can see, the chunks are just getting bigger and bigger as I went along. I'm tired, and my back's starting to hurt, so from standing for the last several hours doing various things. So I just want to show you, do you see like those little pieces like right there? That's actually the ground up lard. So if I can get this grinder working properly, I will definitely be doing it that way, because these bigger chunks are going to take a lot longer to break down. As you can see, those ones are almost broken down completely. Have a little bit more to go, but otherwise than that, it's been going for about 3 hours. Yeah, about 3 hours, I would say, from the time I started it till the time I put the last batch in. And the ground up parts were the ones that have been in here the longest, so you can see how much they've melted down. And I'm gonna be here simmering this for quite a while. And this is what the scraps of lard ended up being. Just like not even a full sandwich bag. Okay, so this is the results of my leaf lard, and I've got 14 pint-sized jars, and these 8 here, I actually ran through the pressure canner, And these ones that have NP on them, I didn't. I just sealed them with the heat. I want to see what the difference is. I'm going to use these up first because they're not I didn't pressure can them. And I noticed that this one is a little bit darker. I don't know if you can tell on camera, a little bit darker than the other ones. And then I have one lone jar here. It is not sealed at all. This is going to go into my fridge. It is cool enough now, and I'm going to put it right in my fridge and use it right away. I just put a regular top. I didn't process this whatsoever. No heat, no nothing. I just put it in the jar and let it cool down a little bit, and put a regular plastic top on it. That's what I did for this one, and it's going to go right into my fridge. So that is my little leaf lard processing results. And I'll show you what the crackling looked like afterwards, and I already showed you the little bit I cut off earlier. So I just finished up rendering that lard, and this is the cracklings. It's like a sandwich bag full. They are I think they have a lot more oil left in them because they're not hard at all, and they're cool to the touch, as you can see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them in the freezer. We don't really eat cracklings, but like I'll mix them with, next time I make bird food, or maybe mix them in with the dog food. That's what I'm gonna do with mine, because we don't eat this kind of stuff. And yeah, so this is what I got out of 15 pounds of leaf lard. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.